Welcome in. Avij of Avij Gaming here with my next episode of Remnant 2. This episode I'll finish up my exploration of Ward 13 and help Ford with the errand he has for me. And of course, don't forget to click that like, subscribe, and notify bell so you will always know when that next video drops. New episodes drop in weekly. Let's start off by taking a closer look at my new gear I got last episode when I picked the Hunter archetype. Night Stalker Shroud. Helmet. Tiny mask with advanced respirator capabilities. It purifies yet does nothing to mask the stench of death that permeates the air. Nice. When you find yourself staring down a situation where even the air promises destruction, sometimes all that keeps you moving one foot in front of the other is the hunt. Night Stalker Garb. Body armor. This old coat is shabby, but who's really looking? The wealth of interior ammunition pockets more than makes up for it. These times of desperation, the only way to survive is for the hunted to become the hunter. Otherwise, the flickering flame of humanity will be extinguished once and for all. It's like very serious. Night Stalker pants. Leg armor. Thin shoes that fit perfectly and feel like they practically disappear on your feet. They're ideal for stealthy maneuvering while stalking your prey. Certain creatures notice you, you're as good as dead. In their presence, the snap of a twig can easily lead to the snap of a neck. Night Stalker gloves. Glove armor. Single glove and arm wrap are all you need or want for arm protection. The only defense you can truly rely on is a loaded gun and a clear shot. After enough time traversing far and distant lands, your priorities have a way of shifting. All that matters is successfully stalking your prey, and even self-preservation falls to the wayside. Okay, it looks like the weapons are still the same.
Traveler.
Alright, I'd like to see what we can craft.
I knew you'd say that.
NPCs throughout the world and Ward 13 can be used to craft new items, weapon mods, boss weapons, armor, etc. Each crafting recipe has a number of required materials plus scrap which are required to craft that item. Relic charge. Increase your number of relics charged by 1. What are we doing? Resets all spent trait points. We can't afford either of those, so let's go find Ava or Brabus. Let me check the map. I don't see them on the map anywhere. Gonna have to do some exploring. Oh, who are you?
So many new faces these days. Things must be getting a mite easier out there. Welcome, traveler. I'm Reginald Malone, but my friends call me Reggie. You can too. Saw you come in with Bo and Clementine there. Oh, you can be sure they'll do everything they can for your friend. Ain't the first to come through here needing help.
Have you been here a long time?
Longer than I care to think about. At my age, time, well, it compresses in a way. Oh, it's not a bad thing, just different. Keeping our stories alive is how I make sense of things. And I'm always looking for new tales. I'd love to hear yours, traveler.
I'm just another survivor making their way out there.
Oh, now that sounds like the start of a damn good story. What brought you out here?
The root attacked me at my home. Everyone else died.
Damn. Well, it's a common enough tale. But I hope you know I'm genuinely sorry for your loss. Everyone here can identify. But I know that don't necessarily make it easier. All we can do is shelter the joy wherever we find it, every day. How about your friend? How'd you meet her?
She rescued me out on the road. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for her.
So you owe her a debt? Or maybe you paid it off by getting her here. Hey, what do I know? I tell you what, though. Ain't no logic keeping tabs on people's lives. We look out for each other because we're human, yeah? It's the only way that makes sense to me. The only thing that makes humanity worth being around. Speaking of your friend, I heard she came in with a nasty case of root rot. What happened to you two out there?
She's had it since I've known her. She won't tell me how it happened.
Yeah, I can understand that. Ain't easy talking about hard times. Yeah, don't push if she ain't ready, yeah? But, don't forget about it either. Could be that telling you what happened is the only thing that can set her free. Well, don't you worry. We've dealt with nastier things here, believe me. I reckon she'll come through just fine. What about you? What do you hope to find out here?
I just want her to be okay. After that, we'll see.
You're a good friend, traveler. I hope you stick around. This town could use folks like you. So, now I've got a measure of you. Is there anything I can do for you?
I'd like to see what you have for trade.
You might find some of these useful.
Reginald Reggie Malone. Whether it cures, supplies, or just a listening ear, whatever it is, I'm happy to help. Ammo box. Replenish your ammo. Pipe bomb. Big bada boom. Confidence booster. Reduce incoming damage. Rocket fuel. Increase fire rate. Born Admiral's Ring. Damage increased, but you can receive more damage also. Firestone. Increase fire damage and resistance. Crownstone. Increase shock damage and resistance. Acid Stone. Increase acid damage and resistance. And finally, Old Metal Tool. Use unknown and the most expensive item as well.
Don't be a stranger.
There's a nice shop with some useful items.
Need to find Brabus? He's at the shooting range, just past the warehouse.
Thank you. I know where the warehouse is. There's Ava. Let's go see what she can do for me. Last time she didn't want to help me much.
Better be worth my time, traveler.
Wally said you could help me with my journey.
Shit. You're serious, aren't you? Alright, so what the hell is this journey?
I don't actually know.
I swear, if that boy weren't so goddamn right all the time, he and I'd be having words. Percussive ones. Fine. Well, the only reason anyone bothers me is because I'm good with a hammer. So, either I can modify your weapons, or we can find a more creative use for it. Tell you what, I heard you picked up something strange on your little jaunt earlier. Maybe I could do something with it.
Ava McCabe. My work happens to be tinkering and modding weapons, and that's already more information than I like giving out. Understand? Healing shot. Heals allies. Concussive shot. Damage and knockback shot. Scrap shot. Fires a grenade that damages and slows enemies. Hot shot. Fires fire ammunition that damages and sets enemies on fire. So they all have different mod power requirements, so I think I'm gonna go with this one. Concussive shot. This way I can push enemies back some if they get too close.
There. That ought to help with whatever journey he saw you on. Just tell Wally to be more specific next time, yeah? So we're done here, right? Or do I need the hammer again?
No hammer. I don't have any more questions.
Good. Okay.
And there's Brabus.
Well, ain't you a right mutter? Traipsing in here like you own the place.
Wally told me to see you.
That boy what talks to the root? I don't trust Wally with a hot meal. But I also ain't dumb enough to cross him. I don't reckon he was any more specific.
Something about my path.
Right. Well, the boy's crazy, but he ain't stupid. I can see your gear is, lacking, to say the least. If he asks, you tell him I gave you this. No charge. Riggs is gonna talk my ear off if I don't send you over to him next.
Oh, nice.
isn't he?
New weapons.
Fine. Go see Riggs then. Tell him he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Huntmaster M1 long gun. This rifle may not look like much, but don't let its appearance fool you. When you're out there taking down the root from afar, looks don't matter as long as it gets the job done. It has a scope. Love the shovel handle on it. Also be modified and have mutators. You can use the concussive shot mod in the rifle. Steel sword. Gone are the days when rust was merely a bothersome corrosion. In our current landscape, it serves as a calculated advantage. A wound inflicted with rust-laden weaponry poses a significantly great challenge to remedy. Ouch, that's brutal. Any mutators? Nope. Repeater pistol. The root always comes in groups, and so should your bullets. I like that. Can be modified and mutated, looks like. I think I'll use it on the pistol for when enemies are up close. Now to go find Riggs.
How goes it, friend?
Travis told me to see you.
I don't suppose he was more particular about why.
He said to come and see you.
Right. Well, I've got a pretty focused skill set. I reckon I know what he means. Come to me if you ever need to upgrade your equipment.
Upgrading. Some characters can upgrade your items with materials found in the world or by defeating enemies. Upgrading is essential to keeping up with increasingly difficult enemies in the game. So he's our Q, making our stuff better. Dawn, Riggs, Wriggler. We all work with what we got. You find any armor weapons out there, no matter how strange, you bring them here, and I'll see if I can make them sing. Okay, need iron and scrap to upgrade, and looks like I have enough. I think I'll upgrade my main rifle. Gives 7 more damage.
So long.
Now I go see Ford again. I think I'm ready.
I'm not talking about this right now.
Okay, leave her alone. Check. Well, here's Bo, so no Ford up here.
The founder said he had a lot for you to do. I might have to pull garden duty alone.
Maybe he's over this way.
Miss Clementine says we gotta
There
look
he
out
is.
for each other.
You look ready to face anything. What do you say? Ready to see what's down there with me?
Yes, let's go.
Then let's not waste any more time. This way.
It's a big, thick door.
Still smells like home.
Here, take this. Just crank the handle to make it work.
Oh, hey, a light.
This used to be a research facility, cutting edge.
We did things down here nobody dreamed of. Not before nor since. Yet, for all our manpower, we didn't know what the stones really were. Until it was too late.
Stones?
The World Stones. Giant red crystals that let us see into other worlds.
World stones.
Even travel to them. So, what? We just hide the stones away and hope the Soviets hadn't found their own? No. We had to know everything there was to know. It was a matter of national security. Of pride. So yeah, we opened the door and walked through.
But something was waiting on the other side.
It didn't happen right away. Hell, the inhabitants of the worlds we traveled to couldn't follow us. We thought we were safe. But yeah, the root found a way. After that, well, we all know what happened after that. Locked, huh? Well, this is my house. Come on. I gave Ellen a few things to hang on to in case of emergency. She must have hidden it around here. Come on, Ellie, where'd you hide it?
So, need to find the key. Oh, looks like I can interact with this painting.
That red thing. We call it a dragon heart. Don't ask why. Take it with you. You might need it. Come on, let's go.
Okay, following you for it.
There you are. Hurry up. Hey, take a look at that matchbook you found. I got a hunch. Let's get this
Hidden
door
key in the
unlocked.
matchbox.
Can't
Nice.
stand around all day.
Is that the...
The World Stone. Yes. Or part of it, anyway. Every shard's as useful as the whole. We shut it down after Harsgard died. Like I told Ellen at the time. The damn thing's more dangerous than useful. Huh. Of course not. Never mind.
What's that little box?
Now, let's see if that worked.
Work to do what, exactly?
Well, that's the world crystal.
Holy shit.
Right?
So many years. So many journeys. I wonder if the Andrew Ford who first touched this crystal, did he ever come back? Go back. Tell Bo to bury this place. Not just lock it away, but get some explosives and bury it in a tomb of concrete. More dangerous than useful, traveler. Remember that. Ford?
Ford! Ford! Oh, man. Bo is gonna be pissed.
Where'd he go? Did he kill him? Who's there?
That bastard did it. He actually woke it up.
Clementine? Hey.
Did he tell you how to use it? Do I even
This
want
isn't going to be good.
System failure is imminent. The core has been compromised. The utility is required. Commencing acquisition.
Clementine!
And she's gone.
Shit! Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, no, no, no. Don't do it. Don't you do it.
He's gonna do it, isn't he?
So stupid.
Well, where the hell did it send me? Looks like I have a bunch of new outfits I can use. You know, they're less armor, more fire resistant. Radiant Visage. Higher armor resistance, but heavier than current set. Void Skull. Better armor resistant, but heavier, like the Radiant set. And select the helmets. Elder, Radiant, Void. Also still have the original Survivor overcoat. Shoes look to be the same. Elder, Radiant, Void, and the Survival leggings. Elder, Radiant, Void, and Survival leggings. Dragonheart heals 70 health over 0.5 seconds. What happens if I touch this again? Resting at checkpoints replenishes ammo and relics at the cost of respawning all basic enemies in the world. In multiplayer, resting also respawns any fallen allies. All players must be using a checkpoint in order to rest. Geisha, this must be where it sent me. So I can get back to Ward 13 from here and join someone else's world. Let's see if I can find Ford or Clementine before going back to Ward 13. Need something to get in this door. Ooh, there's an enemy. Time to test how this rifle does at distance. Not too bad. Now entering the Red Throne.
Clementine!
Does the Red Queen sit here?
Ford! Shit. Where are you guys?
These are just statues, right? Okay, they are.
Oh, this is all insane. Both the Crystal and Ford. Better get moving if I'm gonna find Clementine. This isn't looking good.
Press left bumper, right bumper to use primary skill. Okay. The pistol's nice and fast. Ooh, found a book. The sun, the moon, life, death, the doe, the ravager. The beginning. The sun and moon describes the skies, the firmament beyond. Their whims will tell if tides are high or if the day has dawned. A fragile life must hang below, a puppet on a thread. And only choosing makes it so, to live in joy or dread. The calamity. They called it the ravager, a beast with fur as black as sackcloth and teeth dyed red as blood. Ain't no more than mutton of the bravest warrior. Fear fell like night, death roamed Geisha. There were those who would have seen the beast slain, but the ravager was never much glimpsed, but that the doe should follow. The green things of the jungle sprang from the doe's feet. And on what do green things grow if not the flesh of departed life? What would become of the doe if the ravager were felled? What would become of Yesha? Though they may struggle always, their struggle serves to balance and keeps unharnessed. Death from above, from descending upon us all. The hope, blessing of hope. May the does step across your fulsome fields. May life's wind sound your pipe and flute. May the warm sun light your voyage home, and the ravager's howls not bring you fear. And when the doe and ravager their circuit run, when sun and steam leaves, life's holds thread. As life and sun supports from below, all will be revealed to the bulwark of the doe. Okay, that was a bit confusing. Bolgon poetry, anyone? Spiced plums. Ooh, yum. Uses cured thin slices of meat, sweet leaf syrup, golden plums, water, and a wick of the crystal. See anything on the other side? It's like a book or another recipe. The Norbear and the Brillet. In the time before the Immortals, a Norbear and a Brillet were trapped in the middle of the sea, clinging together to either end of a plank of wood. Neither could swim, and land was nowhere to be seen. The Norbear had a single loaf of bread that it had rescued. It took several bites of the bread when the Brillet asked, "Will you please share some of your bread with me? I have nothing, and we must work together to find land." Norbear looked at the bread and became afraid at how little was left. "I can spare only a morsel," the Norbear said. "We do not know how long it will be before we are saved." Norbear took a single bite of bread, no larger than its nose, to give to the Brillet. All the day and all the night, the Norbear and the Brillet kicked in the water, traveling together as far as they could. The sun rose and no land was to be seen. The next day, the Norbear took another meal from the loaf, and the Brillet said, "Will you please share some of your bread with me?" Then the Norbear looked at the bread and was wary. For though the loaf was large, there was even less than there had been the day before. Norbear offered a Brillet another small bite. "Yesterday's work was hard," the Brillet protested. "I am weak from the effort. Can we not share equally? For you have much, and I have nothing." "This is equal," said the Norbear, "for I am larger and require more to give me strength." "But we have done the same amount of work," said Brillet. But the Norbear was afraid and could not give up more. "Let us work together again. Perhaps we shall find land today." So Norbear and the Brillet swam for another day and another night. Still, no land was to be seen. When the Norbear ate the next day, the Brillet said, "We have been out here 3 days, and your loaf is as large as when we began. You have more than enough. But if I do not eat, I will die." Norbear looked at the loaf and thought the Brillet foolish, for though it was large, there was clearly less than there had been the day before. "I share equally, though," the Norbear. "It will only last a few more days. But if Brillet eats a little, it will last for weeks. Surely I can find land in that time." "You must not be greedy," the Norbear said aloud. "If you work hard, we will soon find land, and then you can have all the bread you want." The Norbear gave the Brillet another small bite, and they swam together for another day and another night. When the sun rose the next morning, the Brillet did not ask for more bread, and the Norbear was thankful. What's more, as the Norbear finished its morning meal, it looked to the horizon and sighted the peak of a mountaintop. The Norbear shouted in triumph, "There, you see, we have done it together." But the Brillet did not see. The Brillet was too weak to even speak. It closed its eyes, laid down its head, and slipped off the plank. The plank became unbalanced, and one end tipped high in the air. With a cry of panic, the Norbear fell into the sea as well, leaving only a plank and a loaf of bread atop the water. The moral? None of us swim alone. All things are connected to all things. Well, still no signs of Ford or Clementine. Any loot around here? Don't look like it. Ooh, I hear something. Found him. Big blaze. That hurt. Got him. Ooh, look at chest. I got some scrap, iron, oilskin bomb, and relic dust. Let me check the map, see if any signs point themselves out to me. Oh, don't see nothing, so continue on exploring I will. Some big doors. Knock, knock, knock. Oh, didn't expect them to open like that.
Boy, Anna. Come. Come. We have been waiting.
Who is this?
That's far enough.
That has to be horrible on the back bent over like that.
Paxeldeck. It stands before the Eternal Empress, mistress of the Red Court, favored of the Thane. Yet it is nothing.
Oh great, surrounded.
Feckless. Interloper.
Hey, easy now.
And where it stands, it dies.
Whoa, maybe we could talk about this?
Dafka. It seems it shall live. For now. But tell us, Paxeldeck, what woes does it bring this time?
Who are you and what is this place? Great question.
It stands before the Eternal Empress, once and future ruler of Yesha. Her Majesty asks once more, what brings the Paxeldeck to her court? Answer, for eternal life is not the same as eternal patience.
Looking for my friend. Her name is Clementine. Have you seen her?
Her Majesty is unsurprised by its solipsism. From the Krell to Ford to the Destroyer, Paxeldeck ever served the wants of the self.
You know Ford? I'm looking for him also.
There is no name more cursed in these royal halls. When the pestilence came, Ford succored the schismatics. Treachery turned to ruin. Ruin to desperation. Her Majesty would see Ford bleed. Would see all Paxeldeck put to the blade. But the Paxeldeck prowess is fearful. Ford, the Destroyer, and others were staggering. Undeniable. Perhaps Paxeldeck's strength can serve to liberate, rather than oppress. Her Majesty in her eternal wisdom, will grant it grace. The Paxotech's life in exchange for another's.
I'm listening.
Her permanence has spent many lifetimes communing with the Thane. The Holy Tree grants euthanasia, but also clarity. The Paxotech needs salvation, power to overcome the only true enemy. Do not demur, for it has not the guile to see beyond her eternity. All dance to the same world song. Different notes, different parts, same tune. The Paxotech seeks knowledge of its Clementine. This knowledge is neither gift nor reward, and yet arrives as both. To acquire her eternity's grace, it must prove itself loyal. For her majesty will not suffer another transgressor.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice. I can try and fight, but there's a lot of them, so that fight might be better another day.
It deserves death, yet spits at the alternative. Her infinitude is too gracious, yet let it decide. Her permanence savors either outcome. She desires only to bring the Nunyutav back to the pen, to draw her people back from the abyss created by the Sundering. But the abomination bedevils her will. A horror, wretched in her sight. Let the Paxotech face this dark spirit. Be not her bane, but her blade. Then the Paxotech shall have its reward.
I have questions.
Ask then, but do not test her eternity's grace.
What exactly is this abomination?
Does it need a reason to obey eternity? Perhaps hating the fiend as we do would sharpen its edge. We once had a guardian, a god of many faces. This one of many was destroyed by Paxotech. And now, in the Guardian's rotting remains, root and ruin have entwined into a horror and mockery of divinity.
This thing keeps you from restoring your people?
Just so.
What would happen if I slay this abomination?
Peace and greatness, Paxotech. Nunyutav will once again return to the Eternal Court, bringing immortality to the deserved. And the Deathless One will put her hoof through the black heart of the root.
Any chance this immortality could be shared?
The Nunyutav is a sacrament due the exalted. It is not for the lips of even the common pan, let alone the unworthy Paxotech. Her permanence will not speak of this again.
What happened to this place? You spoke of a sundering.
When the dark spirit wormed its decay into our god, the husk of the blessed Thane grew malign. The eternal ziggurat was torn asunder. Our world now hangs by its tendrils.
That's terrible. I'm
and
sorry.
Our future by a strand of hope. Its sympathy is poor recompense for what its kind have cost the pan.
How are you communicating with her permanence? I don't hear anything.
The foolish Kuri could sooner comprehend the desires of the sun than the Paxotech could grasp the powers of her permanence.
I see.
Not as she does. None can.
I understand. Never mind. Okay, I think I get the shape of
The
things.
path to desire is neither easy nor safe. Go forth, blade. Cut away the rot that plagues this world. Prove there is one Paxel tech that is more useful living than dead.
I don't see any markers on the map. Okay, can't open this door. How about the opposite side? Nope. So back the way I came in. Oh crap, that was close. Good save. What's down this side tunnel? Ooh, big shiny wall. I don't see no enemies. That's a long way down. Checkpoint. Marker still points at the door, though. Let's go look at that checkpoint. Area map. Press view button in games to display the area map. You can use the area map to discover unexplored sections of the current area. Also helps you locate crucial elements such as doorways, items, or the last location where your character perished. Not sure where to go? Look for the exclamation marker on either the travel map or the area map. This icon marks areas you need to investigate to move forward in the game. Exclamation markers on the area map signifies a critical item, NPC, or door to the next main path area. Remember to venture off the main path to explore. Side dungeons and secrets aren't designated with the exclamation mark, but they are brimming with valuable loot and countless secrets. Okay, I think this might be a good stopping point for this episode. Let me say a big thank you for all who have watched and enjoyed these videos on my channel. If you haven't yet, make sure to click that like, subscribe, and notification bell to never miss another episode of Remnant 2 playthroughs here on the channel. Episodes will be dropping weekly. Until next time, bye now.